Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope, and this one's for you Capricorn. Here we go into March 2021, and I have some good news to report. This is the only month of the year where all the planets will be moving direct. So this means it's our time to really push forward. We have full astrological support for new projects or relationships. Now, much of this month's astrology is going to highlight your communications as well as learning and processing information. So if you've been wanting to take some classes and learn something new, this is certainly a great month for that. Now, on the 3rd, we have Mars moving into Gemini, and Mars will stay in this sign until April 23rd. So between now and then, you're working with Mars, planet of action and ambition, to motivate you to get organized, especially regarding your time, your daily routines, and your work life. So the next 2 months you can use to embark on training or classes, as I mentioned, or any practices that you do regularly that will benefit your mental or your physical wellness. You'll probably feel more inspired when you can diversify your daily life, incorporate some new experiences, break out of stale routines and limiting habits. This is the time to start some new things in your life. Now, the sun is going to be shining in Pisces through the 19th, which will really encourage you to tune into those around you and be a compassionate listener. On the 20th, the sun will move into Aries, and this signals the astrological new year. So the date that the sun moves into Aries is always the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere and the fall equinox in the southern hemisphere. But wherever you live in the world, it's Aries season, and this year it starts on March 20th, and it will offer an extra boost of motivation for home-related projects and initiating some positive change that helps promote a sense of stability in your life. This month's new moon is going to be on March the 13th at 23 degrees of Pisces. And this is a great new moon for new beginnings related to personal connections and daily interactions. So the good news here is that March 13th happens to be the same date that we clear the shadow phase from our last Mercury retrograde cycle. If you remember, we had a Mercury retrograde between January 30th and February 20th. That could have made it difficult to get something new going. Maybe you ran into some obstacles or had some misconnections. The great news just in time for this new moon is the astrological energy is clear to take action. So you don't have any more procrastination excuses if you had been making any. So you can use this new moon to set intentions related to improving your communication skills, creating a sense of community, refining your self-expression, nurturing creative ideas, and tuning into your intuition. Those are just a few of the themes that are strongly supported for you at this new moon. Now we have Venus, the planet of love and money, in the sign of Pisces through March the 20th, and then it will enter Aries on the 21st. So you can use the first part of this month for compassionate conversations, and maybe if you need to cultivate a sense of forgiveness, either for yourself or with another person, that first part of Venus and Pisces is really good for that. Once Venus moves into Aries, the days after the 21st are really good for initiating any changes related to your home life or a family situation. Now, our full moon this month will be on March 28th at 8 degrees of Libra, squaring your sun or your ascendant if you are a Capricorn rising person. Now, Capricorns born on or around December 30th of any year, or any Capricorn rising person who has about 8 degrees Capricorn rising, might feel the strongest effects of this full moon. It can raise emotional intensity. You might be feeling like some extra attention in the form of compliments. It could be positive attention, or you might feel like you're under the microscope being scrutinized. Either way, do your best to avoid being influenced by what others think and just stick to your integrity and personal agreements. That's always good advice, but especially around those full moons, not to get overly tuned in to everybody else's vibe. So I hope you can make the most of this month's astrology. Be safe and be well. And I look forward to seeing you here next month with your horoscope.